Look, in front of me is Tashkent Yanubi Vokzal. It's a train station. It's Tashkent Southern Railway Station and I'm about to go on a train ride to Samarkand. I was planning to take a new fast train. Uzbekistan now has new fast trains, but turned out that they are super popular, and when I was booking only like 2 days ago, they all were booked out, so I had to choose a slow train departing from this station, not from the central station of Tashkent. So today you'll see what an old train in Uzbekistan looks like, but I'll be also taking a new fast train later. I actually will be trying out several different types of trains in Uzbekistan. I will be taking the cheap, where you are sleeping, cheap sleeper class train. Then there will be fast train. Then there will be fast train business class. I just took what was still available because trains are popular in Uzbekistan, and if you are booking only like a week in advance in August, you may be left only like with a couple of choices. There were trains where there were only like 1 or 2 seats left on the whole train, so these were seats like next to the toilet, and this is the kind of seats I'm getting. Train station, or it was that building, I don't know. I have an online ticket. They have a really cool app, you can pay online, and so I'll try to use this online ticket. So Uzbekistan train, let's go and find our car. Wagon 12, the 12th. Is it the last one? Maybe. There will be no AC on this one because, as I said, it was one of the very, very last tickets. Oh no. The last one is 13th.
Manımın tepesi. 39, 35. Ne gerek ya?
So this is it for the next 4 hours. This is my AC. And this is for luggage, maybe. I don't know. Toilet is here. See you in Samarkand because I'm arriving late. Going to hotel, going to sleep, and then exploring tomorrow. See you. Good morning from Samarkand, once the most important city on the ancient Silk Road, the most important city for traders traveling from the east to west and other way around, and now one of the most popular tourist destination in Uzbekistan and in Central Asia. Today we will visit some of the most popular sites in the city, but first let's wander around the normal regular streets of the area where I'm currently staying in. So trust me or not, but right now we are approximately 5 minute walk away from the most beautiful site in all of Central Asia. I'll show you it later. For a very long time it was just an ordinary neighborhood, but right now there are a lot of guest houses built in this area, all because of tourism, and yeah, tourists want to stay close to these beautiful historical sites, and so there are lots of affordable guest houses in this area. So yeah, let's go and see the normal part of the city at first. Normal and also kind of historical, because there's also a new part of Samarkand which looks more like any city around the world. It's always interesting for me to see what these places that are right next to world famous sites, what they look like. I like to see these kind of places myself, and also to show you, because there is a chance that you haven't even seen this kind of face of these popular places. Like, have you heard of this mausoleum? Hidden in the back alleys of Samarkand. Less than 5 minute walk away from the Samarkand Registan, the most famous site, the most famous place in Samarkand. Same like in Tashkent, it's surprising to see so much greenery in this city. People really have built an oasis here in the middle of desert, because more than half of Uzbekistan is deserts. Can you go inside? Let's see if we can go inside. I will have to take off the shoes. Assalamualaikum. You don't usually see this part of Samarkand. If you're curious where are all the people, then I don't know. I also don't know where are all the people. Right now it's Saturday around 11 a.m. I was planning to go out earlier, but first you must have a 2-hour Uzbek breakfast before you can go out. So I'm going only now. It might be a weird comparison, but I see some signs of Bali here. In Bali too, there has been a lot of construction in the recent years, all because of tourists. And then here also it seems like people are converting their houses, building new houses to accommodate the growing number of tourists. And people are coming to Uzbekistan because only recently, like 4 years ago, Uzbekistan became a really accessible country for tourists from many different countries. Now you don't even need a visa, or you can apply for a visa on arrival, and it's super easy. And it's super easy. If you're coming from the EU, if you're coming from Latvia, you don't need anything. You just arrive, show your passport, they put a stamp in your passport, and you are free to go. You are free to explore Uzbekistan for 30 days. To wander around the streets of Samarkand. А это как бы старая часть города? Это все? Да, хорошо, понятно.
Направо и направо, там дверь, калитка.
Да.
Заходите.
Yeah, I just asked this man if this is the old town, as I was assuming, and yeah, they said that this is the old part of Samarkand, but this old part is pretty big. There is relatively few new buildings, according to them. We'll see. We won't be seeing all of Samarkand because Samarkand is a big city. There are more than 1 million people living here. It's not a town, it's not a settlement, it's a big city. Second biggest city in Uzbekistan. I hear some Uzbek music. One thing I can recommend you, learn a few words in Russian or Uzbeki. At least like hello, thank you, and then it will make all interactions much easier, because once you say здравствуйте, it's just like hello in Russian, many know it, and they smile at you, like they don't look at you like an alien anymore. Здравствуйте. 400 meters, so 2 minutes, 3 minutes away from the most important, most beautiful site in Samarkand, and we are still in this very local neighborhood. We'll go to the Samarkand Registan, walk around a little bit, and then return to the back streets of Samarkand. Here, look, you can see a little bit of it already, these minarets of the mosque. Let's see if there are a lot of people there now, during the middle of the day. We are here, now let's go on the viewing platform. I'll be just walking around, I won't be entering the grounds now. Are you ready? The Registan of Samarkand. The most beautiful historical site in all of Central Asia. And at night it turns into a fairy tale. This is what it looks like then. Right now I'm walking around the outer walls of the Registan Square. We are at the back of it right now. We'll take a closer look from here now. I won't go inside now, I'll go there later. For foreigners it costs around $5. Look. And can you imagine that all three of these buildings, they are madrasas, religious schools in Islam, and they are some of the oldest madrasas in the world that have survived. Imagine going to a school like this, studying. I actually don't know much about madrasas in current times nowadays. I don't know how they are organized or what's happening there, but back in the days, in the like 15th, 16th century, when these madrasas were accepting students, it wasn't only about religious teachings, it was also about mathematics, physics. They were learning about the world, and so yeah, so it's a very interesting thing to think, yeah, that these were schools. I don't know about your university, but mine wasn't even half as pretty. And if you're wondering what happened to the rest of ancient madrasas built in the old days, they mostly were destroyed by Genghis Khan. But Samarkand, this Registan Square, it's built after Genghis Khan, so he couldn't destroy this. He couldn't come to Samarkand and destroy all this beauty. And even though they look kinda the same style, at least for me they look the same style, they haven't been built at the same time. The first one was built in the 15th century and two others approximately 100 years later. And if I'm not mistaking anything, then this was the first one. Then they built this one opposite it, and this came as the last. Yeah, but speaking of Genghis Khan, he was here. The Mongol Empire took over Samarkand in the 1200s, but luckily for us, and they also destroyed Samarkand back then, but luckily for us, the Registan Square, these madrasas, they were built after it, like some 200 years later, and so they have survived, and we can come here and enjoy all this beauty. It's a super impressive place. I don't know if the video does it any justice, we'll see, but yeah, in 10 years of travel, for me personally, it's one of the most beautiful places I have been to. In, I don't know, top 3, top 5, along with the Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi. It's more impressive than many important historical sites that I have seen. I don't know, it's just so nice and peaceful being here, looking at it. Also at night, when there is a light show going on, you come here, sit there on the stairs, look at all this. If you don't want to go inside, you can sit there for free and enjoy. Let's go and see some back streets of Samarkand again, and then have a lunch somewhere on the way. I'm getting hungry again. You can buy a house. Number 12. I don't know what's that. And this could be your back wall. And your neighbors. Less than 5 minutes from the Registan, in another direction. And this is what we have here. These narrow streets that you can't go anywhere really. They go directly to people's houses. Many of them don't connect to anywhere. Everywhere you go, there is construction going. Similar like in Tashkent. Hostel. Barber shop. Oh, what a pretty building.
Ой, Дода.
And again, construction going on, construction site. Let's go and see what is this. Or it's a mosque. I don't know. Is it a mosque? Doesn't look like one. А что это за... мечеть? Okay. Yeah, this is a mosque. It's a mosque. So this is what Samarkand looks like. 5-10 minute walk away from the Registan Square. A relatively big city with more than 1 million people living here. Wow. Look at what we are approaching. Look at what we are approaching. I could get used to it walking next to places as impressive as this. All alone. Okay, we are approaching the entrance as it looks. We are coming from the behind. Here we see more people. Bibi-Khanym Mosque. And here as well, construction is going on. I guess a year or two and this place will have changed. Yeah, a year or two and this place may have changed. Yes, a year or two and this place will have more and more tourists, and in 10 years you will have to stand in lines for places like this. But now you can enjoy them easily.
Hello.
Hello. We are inside the Bibi-Khanym Mausoleum. Bibi-Khanym was the favorite wife of Amir Timur. The same Amir Timur. So yeah, the favorite wife of Amir Timur is buried here. That's it. That's all this place is about. Let's go out and explore the back streets of Samarkand instead. After a lunch of plov and a couple of glasses of kvass, I'm ready to go. Yes, after a plate of plov and then 2 glasses of kvass, I am ready to explore again. Let's go to one market nearby, just behind this mosque, and then wander further. Can we go down? No. Mosque. Market.
Что надо, брат?
Ой, не знаю, ничего.
Каски, орешки, немножко. Это?
Вязаный. Nuts, dried fruits, lots of dried fruits. Lots and lots of dried fruits. But let's go to the main part of the market. One thing that I noticed right away in Samarkand, and maybe you also noticed it, is that people, especially women, dress differently here. Less Islamic, more colorful. And not only women, also men dress differently here. The outskirts. But there is still some interesting and probably beautiful stuff ahead of us, so let's keep going and then turn in this direction. We need to get across this highway and let's see what we can find there. So this is Samarkand, a little bit further away from the Registan, but not far away. And this is also Samarkand. You rarely see on Instagram. But I like this kind of stuff, so we'll keep going. We'll keep exploring. We'll keep looking. What's around the corner? What's around the corner from popular sites, popular places everyone visits? We might find some gems. Or nothing interesting at all. You never know. Whew. It's hot. Look what we found. An empty stretch of the road. With only 2 cars. So much fun. There is so much fun to be found in the back streets of Samarkand. And what do we have here? Museum. Let's go and check it out. Okay, bu joki pak yolida boshlangan do'stlik Lala, Koreya, Uzbekistan. short, it's all about Samarkand region in the 7th century. Recently, quite recently, in 1965, they found a settlement here, right behind this museum, right behind where now is this museum. And that settlement, the findings there, they proved that Samarkand was an important city, important place in the old times at that time, in the 7th century, and this is what it's all about. It doesn't seem like a very interesting place for me, but I'll go out and check out the settlement. I guess we won't find much there, but back in the days there was a castle and they found some murals that proved all this importance. Murals like this. And this, I guess, is the settlement remains of it. One thing that you should know about Silk Road is that it never was a single road. It was a road network. Going from Europe, going from Istanbul, Rome, Hungary to Central Asia. In the middle here we have Samarkand, Bukhara, Tashkent, Kabul, Peshawar, Wakhan, and on the east side is China. India here, Southeast Asia here, Africa, Europe. People were usually traveling in caravans, like in big groups, because it was a dangerous journey. It wasn't like traveling now. You could always get robbed, killed. You could always get sick on the way. It was a hard journey. It was a hard journey, and now let's go out and see the remains of this settlement that proved of the importance of Samarkand already in the 7th century. So after the archaeological site, we are here by the museum. Entering the history. So this is where Genghis Khan came in the 13th century and destroyed Samarkand, destroyed this place next to Samarkand, which is also part of Samarkand. There is a small problem here. I'm not an expert enough to tell the difference if this or that hall was created by Genghis Khan or nature, or where even that village was, that part of Samarkand, that part where the castle was, or maybe it's behind this mountain. There are no signs, but I like it. I like it nevertheless. I like exploring places like this. Oh, I think I see some remains of something. If that's the thing. Oh. I doubt that it's the settlement we are looking for. Most likely the halls that I saw at the beginning were really halls after the destruction brought by Genghis Khan, and this is where the settlement and where the castle was, and it's just a mountain, but we'll go and check out the mountain. we'll check out the Samarkand mountain. Samarkand, like you have never seen it. I still don't know where is the settlement, remains of the settlement. Or maybe, just maybe this is the settlement, the remains of the settlement. It may as well be it, and it may as well be a piece of land where Genghis Khan himself once was standing and looking how his warriors were destroying everything and conquering the lands, conquering Samarkand. And I think this is also a good place to end this video. In short, I enjoy walking around Samarkand. I think it's a city worth visiting if you are traveling to Uzbekistan. Most likely I won't be filming anything else unless I find some new ideas. So see you soon from another city in Uzbekistan.